everybody, I'm Joshua.
And I'm Caleb.
Today's a very special episode. We're going to take you to Israel. As you know, October 7th was a terrible, tragic day. We are going to tell you these stories again through the perspective of an Israeli survivor. We were there that day and witnessed to rocket attacks as far as Jerusalem, but so much more happened and we want to get into that.
That's right. The people who lived around the Gaza envelope in the kibbutzim and the moshav suffered great persecution. They were massacred. They were brutally raped. They were kidnapped. And it's sad because nearly 1,300 Jews died. And the news media would like to gloss over that truth, but we want to remind you of their sacrifice, the greatest sacrifice of Jewish people in a single day since the Holocaust.
You cannot forget these. You have to keep retelling the stories so that it is not washed away by fake history. I want you guys to tune in now to hear the story.
Today, we're heading to the grounds of the infamous Nova Music Festival massacre. Tragically, 364 civilians were killed and many more wounded by Hamas at the Supernova Sukkot gathering. This open-air music festival was scheduled during the Jewish holiday of Shemini Atzeret. At least 40 hostages were also taken from this location. At the conclusion of October 7th, Re'im attained a record for the largest number of casualties out of any invasion location targeting Israeli civilians. Throughout the night and early morning hours, thousands had gathered, singing and dancing to psytrance music under the shadow of a large inflatable Buddha statue. But without warning, the terrorists came from land and the air, with one goal in mind: eradicating a singular people group, the Jews. Tragically, reports allege possibly 50 survivors have already committed suicide, while others suffer PTSD. Amit Musaaei is a survivor of the festival, and he's agreed to share his story with us. I'm deeply honored to be standing here with Amit Musaaei. He's a tour guide who takes Christians like you, evangelicals, to the land and teaches about the Bible. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Amit, you were here on October 7th at this Nova Music Festival when the terrorists came in, and you have quite a story to tell.
Yeah.
Could you tell us what happened?
Sure. So on my professional life, I'm a tour guide. I'm taking groups, as you said, but on my free time, I'm going with friends to parties and festivals like the Nova Music Festival. I'm also married. I have 3 daughters. My wife is not so much into this music style, which is a benefit for me because there is always someone to be with the kids. So I have 3 daughters. I have a 10 years old, 8 years old, and 5 years old.
Wow.
Coming to this festival, we were supposed to be here, 7 of us. I left my home in Holon. Holon is in the Tel Aviv district, and it's approximately 1 hour, 30 minutes drive from home to this location. I left home with 3 of my friends. Their names are Osher, Alon, and Alon. And those are like my best friends. So we left home at midnight, and we decided to use my vehicle, which is a Subaru Crosstrek 4W AWD. And one of the friends that would come later to the party just came to give us a blessing. Have a good ride, we'll see you later. His name is Adir, and he was supposed to come here with his wife Shiraz and their friend Celine. So we just came to separate, and we started to drive down south. As I said, it's like 1 hour, 30 minutes drive. Upon arrival, we were coming out of road number 232, going down to the gravel routes that bring us here. The first thing we've done is parking the vehicle, obviously. So the parking lot is located behind you guys. There were already, I would say, maybe 2,000, possibly even more people already here.
Wow.
So that was 1:30 a.m. of October 7th. The music started the night before. 8 p.m., 7 p.m., they already started to play music, and some people just like to show up earlier. We also appreciate coming earlier because it's a better opportunity to find a suitable camping site. So at about 6:15 a.m., I was in the mushroom dance floor. So there were 2 dance floors here. The Nova dance floor, which is the bigger one. The mushroom dance floor is the smaller one. and it's on the northern edge of the festival's perimeter. So being there, I saw that the sun is about to show, and I decided to go back to my tent to bring sunglasses. That's important. I brought my sunglasses, and Alon, who was with me over there, the two other friends were in the main dance floor. So coming back with the sunglasses, I stopped between the two stages for a moment of awe. And now we can move to the other location if you want.
Yeah, come show us.
So I'm coming to this location, and I'm based between the two stages. One is over there, one is over there. My intention is to go back to my friend to have some more dancing. And then I realize, okay, it's now 6:15 a.m. and my friends are on the way. My friends are coming from Holon, 3 of them. They say they're gonna show up around sunrise time. And we've been texting with them the entire night. We also complained that we forgot all our snacks. So I'm taking out my phone and I'm calling my friend Adir. Adir is answering the phone, and then we have this conversation. I'm asking him where you are, and he tells me, hey, listen, I'm on my way. I'm 20 minutes away from you. You texted us that you have no food. You need us to stop somewhere and to buy some snacks. I told him, no worries, don't worry about it. We'll be fine. And actually, while I told him that, I knew inside myself that Adir already took care of us, because this is the person who he is.
Wow.
He always takes care of others. He makes sandwiches for everybody. He makes sure that everybody would be hydrated. Just his personality, supported by his wife Shiraz as well. So she most likely made the sandwiches. So I told him, forget about it, just show up already. I want to have you here. I've asked recently the Nova production team about the numbers here. So generally 3,500 tickets were sold.
Wow.
By the early morning hours, I guess that approximately 3,000 were already here. Besides, we have a production team, we have a security team, we have a police team, we have first aid team, and we have people that are just selling stuff on the food stalls, which would be located over here in 2 rows. So to proceed my story, I'm going on that direction to the small dance floor to meet my friend Alon, and we can continue over there. Would that be okay?
Yeah, show us.
So I'm arriving here to the smaller dance floor. The smaller dance floor name was Mushroom Dance Floor. I'm handing my friend Alon his sunglasses, I'm wearing mine, and I'm just like enjoying the atmosphere. The DJ booth would be over there next to loudspeakers. I think there were like at least 500 people in this open space under a nice decorated shade, and the sun is coming from over there. So it's not sunrise yet, and now we are like 6:25, and I'm in the atmosphere and I'm dancing and I'm having fun, and it's so joyful, and I'm looking at other people and everybody's smiling and happy. And suddenly I hear this explosion sound. Then I'm looking upwards, and what I see is bright white light. I'm living in Israel all of my life. I've been under rocket attacks before. I know how Iron Dome interception looks like. So I immediately identify that. On the same second they pause the music, and I'm telling everybody, Gaza, 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 trying to say we are under attack, the rocket's coming from there. I know that I'm 3 miles away from the border. I know how proximate I am to Gaza, and I know that we are in the Gaza envelope, which is the most targeted territory in Israel by Gaza since 2002.
Wow.
Thousands of rockets have been sent here since 2002. So true, we have Iron Dome and that could protect us, but Iron Dome is not 100% guaranteed to intercept. Even if it intercepts, the main worry that runs in my head, and this is all in seconds, is that if they would intercept, they would not intercept over Sderot, they will not intercept over the kibbutzim, the interceptions will happen on top of the open lands. This is how Iron Dome works.
Wow.
They stopped the music, the DJ booth, someone took over and they say to everybody, run away, we are under attack. There is a rocket attack and there are interceptions of Iron Dome. Here, you have less than 15 seconds to find a shelter. There is no shelter around us. So the best we can do is to lie on the ground and cover our head with our hands. What would that give us? Protection from falling debris. Iron Dome intercept a rocket in the sky, but it's not evaporate the rocket, okay? It's not like in the cartoons.
Yeah.
It brings down shreds.
Wow.
And shreds can come in this size, and they can come in this size. We're talking about like rockets, like big portions of pipes falling down to earth. So that's what we do. So everybody on the ground, some people were confused, some people were walking, some people were running. It became very chaotic. And then someone said, run away, evacuate the area. So we start to run away. We run on that direction towards the main gate of the festival. I see the rockets coming out. I see the interceptions in front of my eyes, and it's a massive amount of rockets. That day only, October 7th, we talk about 3,000 rockets that had been shot to Israel. I'm with my friend Alon, and I tell him, let's go. Go where? Let's go back to the tent, and I hope that I find the 2 other friends that came with us. So I suggest we'll walk towards the campsite that I was at, and we can proceed from over there.
Show us, please.
Okay?
It was very difficult visiting the site of the Nova Music Massacre. I mean, this was the location where blood was spilt. It was like a sacrificial altar to these demon gods, Allah. Hundreds died there. And you could feel that tension, that darkness in the air when we went there. Off camera, Amit explained to us how Hamas not only killed these Jewish people, but they tied them up to trees with barbed wire. They brutally maimed them. They cut off their heads. They raped the women. They even burned people alive in their cars.
As we go back to Amit's story, you're going to hear how God supernaturally brought him through safely, step by step, as he faced these obstacles that could have prevented him from getting out to safety. But unfortunately, you're also going to hear about the casualties that happened amongst very dear friends of his. We want you guys to listen now.
We are on the run from next to that food truck to the camping site, which is this planted tree territory. Those are eucalyptus trees. And we camped approximately here. Upon arrival, me and Alon are coming from that area. We arrive here. On the same second, Osher and Alon, the 2 other friends, show up.
Wow.
It's not that they were here waiting for us. We just come from different directions and we meet on the very same second. I see that as a miracle on its own.
Yeah.
Coming here, we see people are taking their time, folding their camping gear, going towards their vehicles. Some people decided to just sit down and wait. Possibly this will pass soon. For me, I can only think about one thing: my family at home, because those rockets are going also to the Tel Aviv district where I live. Eventually, I'm deciding to go home. I told my friends, we are not staying here. And then I took out my phone again, as I'm worried for my friend who was on the way. He was 20 minutes away from me. He's in the area, he's in the Gaza envelope, I know that. So I'm calling him, and that was a very short conversation. Hey Adir, are you okay? Yes, yes. Are you in a shelter? Are you safe? Yes, we're in a bomb shelter, don't worry. At the background, I could hear the voice of his wife, Shiraz, calling out, and her voice was echoing. For me, it confirmed she's in a safe place, because the bomb shelter is an empty space, so I know that they are safe. I told him, okay, Adir, just be with your wife, give her comfort, we'll talk later. I hanged up the conversation and then I turned back to my friends and I told them, guys, we're leaving, we're going out of here. So we're going to the emergency exit. That's more convenient than going to the main gate.
Yeah.
So I lead you to the emergency exit on our way towards the vehicle. On my right-hand side here, there will be a row of porta potties, and that's the exit. So we just went outside of the festival. Going towards the parking lot, I will point out on the approximate location where we've parked, and I will share with you what happened then. So we are walking towards my vehicle, which was somewhere over there in the center. And I'm coming to my vehicle, and I'm going to the car keys. I'm pulling out the car keys, and I'm clicking the button. Nothing happens, no response. Rockets, booming, interceptions, lots of chaos in the sky at least. Some people are running, some people are screaming, some people are scared, and you hear extreme boom sounds. Now I know that the battery is dead here. I know because the car gave me alerts, changed the battery for like 3 months, but if it still works, why would you change the battery? At least this is how I work. So I pull out the mechanical key so I could open the door, but eventually trying to ignite the engine without this one active, there is no access key, the car will not respond. To put us on the timeline, 6:29 is when we noticed the rockets.
Yes.
About 6:45, we're next to the tent and I'm calling my friend. And now it's like 6:50 that we are next to the car, we are in the car is not responding. Eventually, after a few attempts of trying to put the code in to click the start button, the car eventually started.
Whoa.
That's another miracle.
Yes.
So now the car is on. But that created about 10 minutes delay. So by 6:55, I have a working vehicle and my friends are in, but now we are struggling on how to exit through those lanes, which are a bit chaotic because everybody is loading their vehicles, everybody is reversing, everybody is going on that direction. Luckily enough, I have an AWD, and all my mind is like, don't stop, just move, 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 move. I'm pressing the gas pedal and I'm bypassing everybody through the fields. Again, it's dangerous because of the cut trunks and the grass is hiding them, but I'm making some maneuvers and eventually I'm by the interchange, joining to the road. So I've passed maybe 40, 50 vehicles that were jammed.
Wow.
Now my intention is to turn on the road, to turn left. This will bring me west and then north. But the road is blocked by the festival security. Why? Back then we had no clue.
Yeah.
So I turned right, that's south. And after a few miles of driving, we said, okay, we need to call our friends. So Alon is sitting behind me and he's calling Adir, our friend. Adir is not answering the phone. Instead, he calls Adir's wife, Shiraz. Shiraz did answer the phone and she said, the situation is bad. We are in Mefalsim, that's a location's name, in a bomb shelter. We hear shootings. And there are, the last word she said was very not clear to us. We're still today not sure if she said mechablim, which is terrorists, or chayalim, which are soldiers. But possibly because they saw people in uniforms. We didn't have time to process the information just coming from our friends. And suddenly on the side of the road, we slow down to watch a big white GMC Savannah truck that had no windows. All the windows were broken. And then my friends told me, Amit, just go, 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 keep on moving. Pressing the gas pedal again, and I'm driving very slowly, 55 miles an hour. Few seconds later, Alon sitting behind me said, guys, I'm pretty sure I saw some bodies in that vehicle. And I'm like, what bodies are you talking about? But I'm keep on going. And after 8 miles leaving this site, we arrived to an intersection that I was familiar with. It's a gas station which has a mini market. I've been there before. It's a familiar place, let's stop. We have some concrete at least. While we are stopping the car, I'm telling my friends, just move out. I left the engine on because I was afraid it would not start again. I forgot my phone in the car. As we are running away from the vehicle to the building, and it's a short, like 10, 15 seconds walk, someone from by the building is shouting towards us, duck down, there is a terrorist here. He didn't finish the sentence and we hear heavy machine gun shots towards us. We could even see the ricochets hitting on the asphalt. We made it safely, all 4 of us, to the building. We are hiding next to the building, but I want to be indoors. I'm looking on my left, I see one police officer, possibly the guy that just commanded us to duck down. And he's holding a weapon, a pistol, but the guy is pale and definitely in shock. I need to process the information right now. And what I'm processing is, I'm about to die. This terrorist will show up sometime soon. He will start shooting at us. He can hit me in the head, in the heart, and I'm dead. It's lethal. It's short distance and I have nothing to protect myself with. I'm turning back to my friends who are lying on the ground behind me and I tell them, guys, I don't think I'm gonna survive this. If you will survive this, tell my wife and daughters that I love them. And I'm sorry. And minutes after, nothing happened. And I start to see people coming out from their hiding spaces. So we are standing over there and I find like an emergency door into the building. I'm pulling the door, pushing the door actually, and I'm in the kitchen of the restaurant in that gas station, together with possibly 40 other people. We were there for like 1 hour, 20 minutes until some soldiers had arrived and advised us to continue driving south because we are in an unsafe territory. There are battles all around us. We were already acknowledged about the terrorist invasion because some footage, videos came in to the phones showing us a pickup truck fully occupied with terrorists taking down a police vehicle in Ofakim. And our location, our hiding spot was in the Urim intersection. We were very close to Ofakim, maybe 4 miles away from us. What I made sense of is that the vehicle that I saw destroyed and then the shooting towards us came from 2 different pickup trucks. One was in front of me, one was behind me, and I was just locked between them without knowing. They were already on the roads. So we were listening to those soldiers that advised us to move. We left that building, drove 8 miles away. Now I'm driving 75 miles per hour. I'm fully aware of the terrorists. We arrived to Kibbutz Tze'elim, which welcomed us. It's about 20 miles away from the Gaza border, so it's more safe over there. But now we are processing everything and mostly worrying for our friends who are not responding to the phones anymore. Their families are calling us with hopes we saw them, but we told them, listen, they never made it to meet us yet. They were on the way, and all we know that they were in a bomb shelter in Mefalsim and they heard shootings. And they saw people in uniforms, which by that time we already knew that the terrorists disguised themselves as soldiers. They've been in a bomb shelter something like 15 minutes. They were very close to one of the breaching points of the terrorists, 1 mile away exactly. The terrorists took over the road. They stormed towards north and towards south, which means they came all the way to Mefalsim and Sderot and also coming down here and even further south. They've made road ambushes. They killed a lot of people on the road. And once they've arrived to the location of my friends, they also tried to take over the kibbutz without success. So they centered their goal in killing as much people as possible by the entrance to the kibbutz. They killed some civilians that were just on the road, and then they come to the bomb shelter. Besides my 3 friends, 2 other people were there. One of them is Raz, who survived. Another one was Shlomi, he was 50 years old. And 5 of them were hiding in the bomb shelter. The terrorists came to the bomb shelter entrance. He threw grenades inside. He killed Shiraz. He killed Shlomi. He severely injured Celine. Adir managed to step out, and then he was killed from point blank. The terrorists then came in to execute them. Raz managed to hide behind the bodies of the ladies. And then the terrorists left. They actually used an RPG to destroy the gate to the kibbutz. And then they stormed in with hopes to take some hostages. They were not so successful in doing so. But there was a gap of time that the space was empty. So Raz survived, went out to call for help. He went into the kibbutz. He knocks on the first door he sees. The house owner opened the door for him holding a knife, coming to kill him, and he told him, no, don't kill me, I'm an Israeli Jew. And then he fainted out, and the next thing he remembers is himself in the hospital testifying for Adir's brothers about the death of their beloved brother, his wife, and their friend Celine. Adir and Shiraz were not just like my friends, they were me and my wife's friends. He was also my neighbor. They lived a minute walk from me on the same street. Our daughters are in the same exact ages. And besides the families together, we've done everything together, picnics together, we travel abroad together. We spend a lot of time together. And their daughters are like my daughters, and my daughters were like their daughters. So besides of Goshen and Gili, the daughters of Adir and Shiraz, who lost both of their parents, Celine came to this party to celebrate the end of her maternity leave. That's the story I have to share with you.
Thank you, Amit.
תודה רבה. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
God bless you.
It was a very special time we had to spend with Amit, and just by circumstance, before we started filming, Amit's deceased friends, their family showed up to the grounds for the very first time to show their respects. And the mother of one of his friends came up weeping, and she hugged me, and she told me, thank you for telling their story.
Guys, if you want to be a blessing to Goshen and Gilly, Amit has set up a page where you can donate to help them for their future. These are the daughters of Adir and Shiraz. The Adir and Shiraz were the ones who lost their lives. Yeah. Show them that they are loved. Show them that they have not been forgotten. Click on the QR code on this page.
Amit's story is full of supernatural intervention. If he had stayed at his tent, he would have been dead when Hamas showed up. Instead, he felt that voice calling him, go, keep going. And he arrived at his car, and the battery was dead because he wouldn't change his battery. But he waited 10 minutes, and those 10 minutes were crucial. If he had gotten out earlier, he would have turned left on Highway 232 and hit a terrorist blockade and would have been shot. But instead, he had to go south. And God spared his life even when he was at the gas station. And as he was driving, he said there was always a group of terrorists before and behind him, but they never intercepted those terrorists.
As a tour guide, Amit is well versed in the Bible. He understands the Christian faith as he's met Christians from all over the world. When we talked to him, we said, you know your life was spared for a reason. He agreed, and he knew that it was. He still struggles as to why. We said, because Yeshua loves you, and he wants you to go forth with this story. Stories like these, and of the survivors that happened of October 7th, we are commissioned by God to tell these stories. And it is important that stories like this and the rest of the stories from the Bible continue to live on in history. But we can't do that without your donations. We are solely dependent on them. We ask you right now to ask the Holy Spirit to guide you in what you can do to be a part, because in today's society, we need to hear the truth more than ever as lies continue to abound and continue to try to confuse and deceive.
And guys, as you go, please remember to Sha'alu Shalom Yerushalayim.
Pray for the peace of Jerusalem.
Our Jewish Roots is a presentation of Zola Levitt Ministries. Please remember we depend on tax-deductible donations from viewers like you.